The returning soldier effect is a phenomenon that soldiers who return from wars are more likely to father sons than other genders, leading to an effect that during war times more boys than girls are born. If you want to learn more about that phenomenon and the reasons for it, you should definitely continue watching. During a study conducted in 1954 by McMahon and Pugh in the United States, the two scientists came to a surprising conclusion. They noticed that during the Second World War, more boys were born than girls, and that this effect can be seen in several countries participating in World War II, like Austria, the US, Belgium, France, Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, and the UK. However, they were not able to come up with any explanation for this. In their search for answers, the US scientists also examined the birth rates in earlier centuries, and concluded that always during and after a war, more boys than girls were born. For a long time, there were no explanations for this returning soldier effect, as scientists called it, until evolutionary researchers put forward an interesting theory. There are a lot of theories on this phenomenon, but the most common theory comes from a study of British soldiers that showed that survivors of a war are, on average, taller than the fallen soldiers. From an evolutionary point of view, this makes sense because it can be assumed that larger men are also stronger and therefore have more strength and endurance. At the same time, it was also demonstrated that the probability of giving birth to a boy is high when the parents are tall. The returning soldier effect is therefore based on the fact that during a war, on average, taller men tend to survive, and that the probability of them having a boy is higher than among smaller men. The impact of the returning soldier effect during and after war times might not be huge, but still significant. You can see here how the number of boys born per 100 girls born changed in Germany over time. As you can see, the number of boys born is increasing during and after the First and Second World War. However, the days of the First and Second World Wars and other major wars are long gone, and the question remains whether the returning soldier effect will continue to have the same effect as observed in those times. Statistics show that this is no longer the case, despite the war in Iraq, the Ukrainian crisis, or the Syrian conflict. Once again, the question is, why? But here too, scientists have found a very plausible answer. The reason for this is that the way in which war is waged has changed. Instead of focusing on large battles, wars nowadays rely on effectively deployed troops and state-of-the-art technology. Not as many men go to war as in those times, and accordingly, this also means that more men survive, in absolute terms. The evolutionary selection of larger men resulting from wars in those days no longer plays a role, and the same goes for the returning soldier effect. We hope you liked this video and would appreciate if you give us a thumbs up for more videos like this. Subscribe to our channel or visit onlyfunfacts.com for even more interesting facts and stories.